Hello, children. Very good morning. How are you all doing today? Enjoying your online education? So, children, how are you spending your time on day? Are you studying or are you just wasting your time by sleeping and roaming around here and there, not doing any work? Are you same like the lazy frog? Are you behaving like a lazy frog during this pandemic period? Or you are behaving like the bee who always works hard to collect the nectar from the flowers? So do give me your responses in personal. I want to know what are you doing, okay? And today we are going to study the poem The Lazy Frog from your syllabus. Now this poem is about a frog who is very, very, very lazy. He does not like to do any work at all. He is very, he is very lazy, and he is not at all bothered about helping or giving respect to anyone. He does not even helps her mother, her poor old mother. He is very lazy and keeps lying on the log of wood all day. So let's start with the poem. Fred is a very lazy frog who lolls all day upon a log. He always manages to shriek, doing a single stroke of work. His poor old mother calls in vain, "Come in and help." He does not bother to move 2 inches, much preferring to be extremely hard of hearing. He lies there in a silent heap and stays conveniently asleep. If a lazy frog hops past, you would think he would get up last to bow and help her mother on her way. But I am not ashamed to say that when a lady frog comes by, he does not open up one eye. Now let's look at the poem again. Now, what is the name of the frog? I told you about the lazy frog, right? The name of the lazy frog is Fred. Now we'll call him Fred. Fred the lazy frog. We'll name him the Fred the lazy frog. Fred the lazy frog is a very, very, very botherless lazy frog. He lolls all day upon a log. Lolls means to lie around lazily. Can you see this flying? This frog is lying down on a leaf very lazily. So that means loll, to lie around lazily upon a log. Log means a piece of wood. Okay. A log is a piece of wood, a part of the branch which is called a log. Okay. So he lies around lazily the whole day upon a piece of log, a piece of wood. He always manages to shriek, doing a single stroke of work. Now, manages to shriek means not to do something, or you do not want to do something. To escape from someone, try to escape from any task. That means shriek. Sometimes when your mother asks you to help, you try to make some excuses or try to pretend that you haven't heard, or try to pretend as if you're asleep or you're busy. Why? Because you want to shriek away from that task. You want to escape away from that task because you feel that is really a boring job. So shriek means to escape from any task or not to do something that you should actually do. So he always manages to shriek. Here, Fred the lazy frog, doing a single stroke of work. Single stroke of work means even doing a very minute small work, very little work also he avoids to do. He is that lazy. He does not even gets up. He always keeps on lying down and resting and wasting his time. He does not do anything productive at all. His poor old mother calls in vain, "Come and help." Now this poor old mother, the mother of the Fred, the lazy frog, calls her in vain. In vain means uselessly. Vain means uselessly. Calls her in vain. Come and help me at least in some tasks. Her mother is so old, she's poor, she's aged, she's requiring some help from the lazy frog, from Fred. But Fred is not even ready to get up and help her poor old mother. He's so lazy. He does not bother to move 2 inches, much preferring to be extremely hard of hearing. Now, what this frog does, he does not bother to move 2 inches. He says that when the mother says, when I call him for help, he does not even bothers to move a bit of inch. He does not even shake his body to respond me, or moves his lips to respond me, yes mother, I am coming, or nothing. He pretends as if hard of hearing. Hard of hearing means he pretends to be deaf, as if I have not called at all, as if he did not heard me at all. He pretends it like that. Pretends means to act. Okay. And preferring means to like something better. I prefer tea to coffee. That means you prefer coffee upon tea. Okay. So you prefer coffee. Or I prefer to go to school than to playground. So you prefer to go to school rather than going to school. So preference is something that you like something better upon other. Okay. He lies there in a silent heap and stays conveniently asleep. Now here the frog lies all day, as I told you, right? Log, this is a piece of wood that is called a log. Okay. So he lies there in silent sleep and stays conveniently asleep. He lies whole day on the log and feels himself very comfortable, and he lies as if he is like a dead. He does not even moves or shakes his body even a bit if someone calls him. He just sleeps and spends his time all day lying around and doing not even a single stroke of work. If a lady frog hops past, you would think he would get up at last to go and help her on her way. Now the poet questions you children, that what do you think? If a beautiful lady frog passes by, what do you think? Will the frog get up and bow to her? Will the frog get up and ask her for the help? Do you think that? Normally we see in the cartoons, yes. No matter however lazy they are, they would at least get up and bow to a lady frog in front of a beautiful girl. But what happens here? Bow means to bend down. Okay? To bend down. Usually we bend down in front of a majesty or a king. We bend our half of our body. That means to bow down. But her mother says, but no, I am ashamed to say. Her mother is ashamed, feeling very bad, feeling guilty to say what? To say what? When a lady frog comes by, he does not open up one eye. He says, when the lady frog passes by, this lazy Fred, he is not even bothered to open his both the eyes and look at him. Instead, he just opens one of his corner's eye and just sees at who has passed by, and again closes it again, as if behaving he is asleep and he is not at all bothered. So here again, children, this is a manner of disrespect. You could see in the two examples where the lazy frog is very lazy, plus he is showing a great disrespect. What disrespect? First disrespect he shows to her mother. When the mother is calling, the frog does not even respond, pretends as if he has not heard, which is again a bad manners. You should always respond to your elders, whether you want to do the task or you don't want to do the task. It is your responsibility that you should always answer them first. The second disrespect what the frog shows is when a lady frog passes by, he does not even opens up both the eyes and looks as if the lady frog needs some help or anything. Instead, he just opens one corner of the eye. Now, peeping at someone or looking at someone with one corner of the eye and closing it again, as if you're behaving like a detective and just looking from your corner eye, that is also a manner of disrespect. You shouldn't do this. This shows disrespect towards a lady, towards a person. So this frog is not only lazy, but he is also disrespectful. So what moral do you get from this poem, children? That you should always respond to your elders. You should always be respectful. You should not be lazy like Fred, who always keeps on lying. No, whenever you have school, you are busy doing your homework, you're busy doing your lessons, you're busy doing your daily course, so you are active the whole day. But when you have holiday, that doesn't mean you spend your time just by sleeping and playing and doing. Of course, playing is important. Yes, you should play, but you should not keep on lying all day. You should keep doing some activity, some productive activity. Children, I want you all to make a timetable for yourself, or at least write down, or at least count in your fingers that during this last week, let's take from the last week, that is from Sunday onwards, count from Sunday onwards, each day think what one productive work you did on that day. Did you do at least one single productive work on that day? Something which has helped you in your life, something which has taught you. Did you do, or you just wasted the whole day? This is a very precious time to you. You can learn a lot. You can explore a lot. You have a lot of things to do. You can do whatever you want. Because once you grow up, you will not have time to do anything. So now, children, utilize your time very efficiently and try to do at least one productive work, or try to learn something new, a new creative art, at least one day. Anything which you love. If you are a fan of arts and craft, do some arts and craft. If you are a fan of cooking, try some new dishes, but be on the safe side under the guidance of your elders always. And if you love to do something else, like stitching, like gardening, or like reading, anything, do something whatever you like, but do at least one productive task that teaches you something. Okay, children, now I'll end this poem over here, but with an homework note. I want you all to tell me 3 places where you have to be on time. If you be late, you'll be punished. So what are those 3 places where you compulsory have to be on time, or it is important to be on time on those places? Do ping me your answers in personal. That's all for today. Thank you, class.